All right, it's coming out live right now. Let's do this. I just recorded a quick little podcast about fitness, and I thought I'd come and chat it right straight on to here, and we'll save it. You'll be able to look back forward at it. But I just want to. I'm going to read a little bit from a book that I'll try to not make it boring. Um, but I wrote this book that explains kind of like the origin story of CrossFit Williamsville, and I wanted I recorded the little end of it that it's literally the conclusion. It says your fitness awaits, and I'm going to read this sort of fast, and then I'm going to give some personal thoughts on fitness and what I think might be powerful about it. Right. So if you look conclusion, your future awaits, right? And it says life, they say, begins at the end of your comfort zone. Now, nowhere is this truer than in the realm of personal fitness and in well-being. Most tread the treadmill of monotony, shackled to routines that neither inspire nor transform us. But shouldn't fitness be more? Shouldn't it be more than the repetition of exercise? Isn't it about your evolution, your growth, and challenging every boundary you once set for yourself? I mean, I think to me it is. So now we've all walked the floors of conventional gyms. You felt the robotic cadence of machine after machine. You've seen the faces of individuals lost in a sea of sameness, and possibly you've been that face yourself once or twice. I have. I 100% have, right? And this isn't a critique of your past choices, but what it is it's an invitation to a future that is really brimming with possibilities, right? Can you imagine a place? I mean, think about it, where workouts are not just tasks, but adventures. A place where every drop of sweat isn't just an evidence of exertion, but it's a testament to perseverance, right? I want you to imagine a community that doesn't just push you, but it lifts you, carrying you through when going gets tough. This is not a figment of your imagination. It's literally what we do daily at CrossFit Williamsville, right? So why settle? Why do you want to stick with what's familiar and comfortable when there's a universe of fitness out here that can redefine every notion you ever had about working out, right? We actively, daily challenge the paradigms of traditional fitness. We question the status quo, and most importantly, we push you to question your own limits. Now you could wonder, why would I leap to the unknown, right? Well, here's a better question. Here's a truly better question, and it's going to peg right at your heart. Why not? Why not if it's not working, right? Because life without a little bit of risk, without a little bit of challenge and a lot of sweat, you know, what is life? Without a whole lot of growth, without becoming better, right? The invitation is clear. Come experience CrossFit Winsville. Feel the burn of a workout that challenges not just your body, but your spirit. Experience the camaraderie of shared effort, the triumphs of shattered personal records, and the unmatched joy of pushing past what you once thought was possible, right? We're not really just about redefining fitness. It's about redefining you. It's about tapping into a strength you didn't know you had, finding community you didn't know you missed, and embarking on a journey that you never knew what was waiting for you, right? And then I go on to it gets a little flowery, right? Like, so what are you waiting for? Your future fitness is not just it's not just a distant horizon. It's here. It's challenging. It's waiting at the doorstep of CrossFit Williamsville. At any rate, so now I wrote that, and it's all flowery. It's great. Grammarly helps me out, and it speaks well, and it sounds good. But I think what I leave out is we don't anywhere in that introduction do we really delve into what fitness is. And now when I come to this, I am obviously biased. I've ran a CrossFit gym for 11 years. We're in our 12th year. We won't hit that till December, but that's been what I coach, what I believe in, the methodology. And if we use the definition of CrossFit as we know it, which is constantly varied functional movements performed at high intensity, and we marry that together with CrossFit's own, admittedly own definition of what fitness is, which is increased work capacity across broad time and modal domains. Let me say it again. You can write it down. You can Google it. It's everywhere. Increased work capacity across broad time and modal domains. And those of us that have been in a while, we know that that means move heavy stuff, long distances, as quick as you possibly can, right? The better you get at doing that, the stronger or fitter you are in our definition. And what I like to even expand it is the work capacity side of it. What happens in these four walls, now that's, there's nothing behind me. In front of me is my box. What happens here should if I'm doing my job correctly and my coaches are doing our jobs correctly, it should improve your work capacity outside of this gym. We don't want you to be in here to be good at CrossFit, right? I coach zero professional CrossFitters. I coach a whole lot of super coordinated, athletic, quote, normal people, right? There's nothing normal about people, first off, right? We got to throw that shit out. You should be powerful and graceful as a human in our society right now. If you're not powerful and graceful, you should be doing everything you can to get powerful and graceful. So, anyways, the back to the empirical definition of fitness, the reason we like it, the reason we hug on to it is it can be tested and it can be refined, right? I can measure how far you deadlift and I can put a load on that at 225 and I can have you deadlift it 10 times and I can figure out how much power you're putting out on that deadlift. And then I can test it another, it doesn't even matter, 6 months from now to see if you're more powerful than you were, not just by load, just by simply moving that same amount faster. And now we're fitter. And those empirical definitions of fitness that I think we were the first, I'm not that old school. I didn't start CrossFit till 07, but what CrossFit championed is it is that empirical definition. I'll say it one more time: increased work capacity across broad time and modal domains, right? It means getting pretty good at doing everything you could possibly do with your body, right? And it's hard. Anyways, I just want to share my perspective on it. I think it's one of the greatest ways to define fitness. If you guys got questions, you can ask below. I've got a whole lot of videos on this YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe, I think I programmed 88, something like that, 88 videos in a row that are how to do workouts when my members were in COVID. Haven't really put it out and shared it, but it's free. It's open source. I think most of it was all COVID time. So we're using like minimalist equipment with dumbbells, or you can even use odd objects at your house. Feel free to look through and ask any questions. You can find me. You can look at our website, CrossFitWinsville.com. You can find me, Robert E. Vest II, on Facebook or CrossFit Winsville. Let's just put the world of fitness on notice. I want you guys to get in as shape as you can. Anyways, thanks a lot, kids. Have a great Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. All right.